Hey, what is up guys, it's your boy Peter here bringing you another video today, and today guys I actually want to just real quick make this video because a lot of new players I know that just started playing the game. You guys probably don't know, I know the older players, like the older new players that kind of came around, I would say like Tensura's event or the time I got reincarnated slide, whatever you want to call it. You guys know how important the Finn event is, but I just want to stress this for all the other new players. This is more so a video for the new players, so older players probably won't really get much from this because they already know how good this event is. But if you are a newer player and you just start playing the game, I cannot stress enough how important it is to farm this Finn event. This Finn event is extremely important and there's no reason you shouldn't farm it. Now the reason for that is because if you're a new player, you're probably lacking a lot of support items, you're probably lacking a lot of good physical attack items and stuff like that. And yeah, old players may be like, yeah, you know, this physical attack item isn't all that and everything if you have like Curse Light Sword and stuff. Well, Curse Light Sword isn't able to be gotten right now, you know what I mean? You can't get it, so Spirit Sword is actually a great alternative. I highly recommend it if you just started playing the game. This is one of the I wouldn't say best, but it's a very good, strong 5-star physical attack item. And OP, what does it do? Well, at max, actually, here, look, I'll just show you mine. It's maxed out. So, at max level, it's going to deal 3,500% earth damage physical, and you heal your own HP by 240 and increase art gauge by 21 hit. It's a really good item, gives your team a little bit, or your unit a little bit more support, and also let me just say that this thing hits like 3 times in a row. So I don't actually know, because I've seen this happen, but I don't actually know if it procs every single time. I do know that HP procs every single time. So the Spirit Sword hits like 3 times. Like whenever you use it, it will be like 3 green like pools that pop up in front of you. And each one of those pools, I know that can heal your unit by 240. I don't know though if each one of those pools, if they hit an enemy, if they also give you 20 art gauge per hit. So if it does, then that's really good, because I've seen my art gauge just spike sometimes when I use this equip. So there is that. Also, not only that, if you want to, it also has this ability on it: own damage 15% up when enemy's HP is 50% or less, which will increase your damage on some units, and well, actually every unit in the game is going to increase your damage no matter what. And overall, it's a really solid 5-star physical attack item. Just if you're starting out playing the game, you can use this. It does have a pretty long CT, but it's better than nothing, right? It's a really good item. It's really strong, and I recommend farming it, especially if you're a new player. The next equip I'm going to recommend you getting, because you're going to be lacking a lot of support items as a new player, and just a really good 5-star support AoE art gen item, is Shadow Blades. Shadow Blades is very slept on, and it's really good. Shadow Blades doesn't deal that much damage. As you can see here, it's 1,111% earth damage physical, but if you are an earth unit, aka Finn, Earth Mirror, anything like that, you are going to increase all allies art gauge by 5 for 5 seconds, which is really good. So, you know, in total, of course, that is 25 art gauge, but that's not really the point. It is AoE, so everybody on your team's getting 25 art gauge. Not only that, the equipment CT changes based on, of course, who's it on, right? So whenever it's on, it's going to be good for you. And also Shadow Blades overall is going to be a very decent, strong 5-star support item. I still use it on my team personally, alongside my limbs closed, because I don't have Goku jackets. So I actually use this, and it's really good, and I use it a lot. Actually, you guys may see it in some of my videos whenever I use Finn or whoever, that I actually do have this on units, because it's a really solid item. It's not like one of the best items in the game, but it is very, very solid, and I recommend you farming it, especially if you're lacking the AoE art gen item. Yes, it's not going to be as much as my limbs closed. My limbs closed gives 50 art gauge in total, but this is still something. It's better than nothing, and it's really, really good. Also, the stats distribution with its HP attack and defense is also really solid as well. And yeah, also its ability, if you guys are wondering, when damage is damage 15% up and auto fills art gauge when boss is under 30% HP. So whenever you are fighting a boss and they get below 30% HP, you're gonna get natural art gauge, which is really, really good on any unit, you know, and also damage 15% up, because why not? So it's really good. It gives that unit, of course, you do have to meet that HP under 30% threshold for the boss, but still that's better than nothing, right? So this is an amazing 5-star support item. I'd still use it to this day alongside other equipment, so I recommend getting it. Now, probably the biggest thing that I cannot stress enough to get is Pronemios. So Pronemios is an absolute monster. This thing right here is ridiculous. It's an amazing 5-star support item, and especially if you're a new player, you're going to be using this a lot more than you think. So OP, what does it do? It's a 5-star support item. It has a 5-second cooldown max LB, and its skill is, it has 2 modes. It's a 2-mode equip. It has an arts mode, which is what it starts off in, and it will increase all allies art gauge by 1 for 15 seconds. Not only that, then you have equipment CT mode, which reduces all allies equipment CT by 10% for 15 seconds. So you will always have one of these buffs up no matter what. Literally every single time 5-second cooldown goes off, you're gonna do the art. So let's say you start out with art gauge, right? Then the 5-second goes down. You use your equipment CT. You're still gonna have the art gauge buff alongside the equipment CT buff, and you're just gonna keep refreshing it, and it's gonna keep giving you that art gauge. And if you're a new player, you're gonna be using this equipment a lot more than you think. To be honest, this is a really slept on equip. It's really good because not only are you getting this art gauge, you also reduce an equipment CT, which is very, very strong. It's only 10%, yes, but still that is very, very good. Not only that, this equip by itself will help you beat Crest Palaces because of Crest Palaces or certain bosses that have evasion. Why is that OP? Because it has accuracy mastery level 3. Accuracy mastery level 3 gives all allies accuracy rate up 30%. So you get 30% accuracy with this ability, which is going to help with those bosses that have evasion. And it's going to be really good, or is able to blind you or anything. It's going to help with that. Not only that, of course, you know, we have some really good distribution between the stats right here, and it's a phenomenal. I recommend this equip. There's no reason you shouldn't farm it and shouldn't farm this event. Apart from that though, guys, that's actually going to be the end of the video. I didn't want to make this video too long, but I did want to stress this really hard, that this event is going to be going away in 3 days, and there's no reason you should farm it. I personally need to go through and get through all the clear rewards and everything, because I've already did the event before. You guys saw I have all the equipment already. But definitely make sure you farm this stuff. The other stuff like Furious Rue here, Furious Rue is decent. You don't really need it. Rudol as well is decent. You don't really need it though. So if you guys want to, you know, of course, get these equips, you guys can. But it's not really like super needed, as you can see right here. It's just a earth damage if enemy is water, increase on crit rate by 50%. As you see right here, damage 10% up and damage from enemy 10% down when near death. You know, decent. Rudol is probably, it's pretty solid. It's decent too if you don't have, I guess, the crest, the blood art crest from what is it, the Berwick event, but it's a single target art gauge item and a reduced equipment CT. It's not really that great, and I only use it on Mixie. Really, that's the only time I really use it. Apart from that, I never actually use that item because Keon or the Arc Ignite is just better. Apart from that though, guys, that's actually going to be it for this video. Thank you all for coming out, man. Please, if you're a new player, make sure you farm that video. I said farm that video, good lord. Farm the event before it goes away. You have 3 days left before it goes away. Get those equips, get the max OB, because I don't know when the Finn event will come back. This is one of the most asked questions on my channel, is whenever the Finn event wasn't here, is when are we going to get the Finn event rerun? So please make sure you farm this event. It's extremely good, because literally right after this, we're going to have another phenomenal event, which is the Zorg event. So yeah, apart from that though, guys, thank you all for coming out, man. It's been your bro P. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Give me the next 7K, boys. I think we're like 19 away so far. So yeah, at the current time me recording this video. Apart from that, otherwise, I love you guys. Your bro P, and I'm out, guys. Peace.